I know OU had some mold problems in the dorms, so a lot of people were moving like to a different dorm temporarily while they fixed it in, their dorm. I met these girls one time. They were in a hole. They weren't in my building, but it was a quad that they were in, so it was 4 of them. But they all had to move into like my dorm hall because their dorm room had mold and it was so bad. But me and my roommates, we just kept getting sick. Like, yeah, it was bad. I never gotten sick. It was bad. Like, it was really bad.
How was the food?
That's another thing, too. I don't really like the food. I eat the pasta. I love pasta. And I make a taco. That's about all I eat. Or sushi. Or Chipotle. But
is there like a nice range of restaurants on campus? Or like, not restaurants, but like besides the main?
Yeah, I have a cafeteria right under my dorm hall. So I just go there because it's the easiest.
Yeah.
They have like a little market. They make smoothies and it's just a market where you can get food. And then the actual cafeteria, they have like quesadillas, burgers, different types of pasta, salad, different types of meat. They had this Korean barbecue thing one time. It's like they have a lot of options. It's just it doesn't taste right.
Yeah, I've been to one of those. When we was doing it was a tour that we were doing a CSU for film production. Like we went to one of those like little restaurants and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the food it's all right, but it's not the best.
It's not for you.
No, it's not like. Yeah, it's not cooked well. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of any more like. It's not like a culture shock, but it's just like.
I don't know, yeah.
Athens is a small town. Everything is walking distance on campus. OU makes up most of Athens, I'm pretty sure. Like, I know in the summertime it's just dead there because everybody's home, unless you live down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's all I can think of right now.
Do you like being in a small town or
No.
no?
I'm more of a city type person. I like being in the city, so that is the only thing.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. I couldn't see myself making an actual life down in Athens. That is something I don't want to do. So after these 4 years, I am out.
Where do you want to go after the 4 years?
I wanted to go to Florida, but I need to be a little bit more realistic. I don't think I can go there just straight out of high school unless I get a job down there. But I want to go somewhere warm. I also want to travel, so everywhere, all over the country, just the world. But
Nice.
yeah. What do you guys want to do, like, after college?
Yeah, just keep chatting like this. So that's just relaxing. Camera's still rolling, mic's rolling. It's good B-roll. Camille, you can go wherever you want to go. Don't leave, but
I don't know what I want to do after college, but I want to travel also. I don't want to live in like a huge city, like New York level city, but I do like bigger cities than small towns.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, me, I do music, so I can see me do music for the rest of my life, and also film is another thing that I love doing. So, gonna be doing film currently and still like doing it. So it's like I'm doing music and film, like editing and stuff.
Oh, and CSU is good for both of those, right?
Oh yeah, we actually went there for the film production, and I kind of like the people there.
Nice.
In college, I actually want to study philosophy and sociology and then minor in business. I want to travel, but like I generally don't know what I want to do. After that, I've been thinking about either becoming something in media or just maybe a professor or like some type of teacher for a college or working generally for a college. Just because I generally didn't know what I wanted to do when I was like thinking about stuff. But philosophy and sociology are something that I actually like.
Oh, wait, actually, the other thing, I feel like me being an artist, I feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I mean, like I'm gonna start like designing my own merch. Not to say I have started, but like I'm about to take down the store because of some issues. But I feel like in the next 5 years, I'll be doing some like real estate, like real estate, like buying houses and then reselling them, like flipping stuff. Like,
Nice.
I mean, what's your favorite city in America?
I would say probably New York City.
New York
Maybe.
City?
I don't
Say
know.
you don't want to live in New York City?
No, I don't.
I don't know if I'd want to live in New York. I have family there.
I just get very overwhelmed easily.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't want to live in New York too. I don't know.
There's too many rats and stuff in New York for me to live. It's like there's just too much going on here. Like I can go for like a day or two, but I could never live in New York. But most of the colleges that I apply to are around New York or in New York.
My God.
I feel like the people who are in New York seem like they fit there, but I don't think I would like fit there.
I don't know. I have family in New York. I feel like I could.
Yeah, I could see you.
Just because,
Not
like,
me.
my dad's from New York, so I could figure out my way around just by listening to him talk.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I would probably live in Long Island since that's the suburbs-ish. Kind of, but, and then, like, drive to the city. But, I don't know. I like my car too much to not drive.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
I like the East Coast, but I recently went to Portland and then Portland, Oregon for winter break, and I really like Seattle, but it was surprising because I didn't know it was so up and downhill, like almost like San Francisco level. But I liked that sort of city. Like it was near the ocean, and then it was a pretty moderate sized city, just good.
I'm going to get up and get a tissue.
Sure.
My nose is really runny, but I'm so sorry.
All right.
I just have really bad allergies.
Oh, you can bring the tissue box over here if you need it.
But I'm going to have to keep getting up. I'm so sorry. No, I have.
In the next 10 hours.
I had to get up and blow my nose.
Take your time. All I have left for us today is closing assignments, which you can start now if you're on the edit here. You could, but closing assignments. And we've got now between the alumni episode, this episode, and the first episode, plus the shorts that can come out, we've got some content being started. So enjoy Camille, talk to Camille. This is all recording, so that way, as you're thinking about what you edit, like it's B-roll or it's outtakes or it's so. Just have a conversation.
One thing, like, what's like the bathroom situation? Like, does like everyone has their own bathroom, like, or is it like a shared bathroom or is it like a communal?
So it's different depending on like what type of dorm you go into. Because I know people, I don't know if any freshmen, like, have this, but I know mostly, like, sophomores and stuff, they have, like, a suite. So it's, like, okay, 2 people in a room. Like, here's 2 people in a room, a bathroom, 2 other people. So you got, like, 4 people using one bathroom. For me, my bathroom's down the hall, and it's not bad compared to other bathrooms I've been in different dorms. The stalls are really nice. I'm pretty sure our bathroom was just upgraded or updated. The showers are kind of like stalls.
Yeah.
Like they're the size of a stall, like a toilet bathroom stall. Shower shoes are a must. That is like, because people like leave their hair on and it's kind of gross. So, yeah, But besides that, they're pretty clean. It's just the hair that just gets me.
That's not what I'm very like a clean person, so I'm scared of that side of
Yeah,
like
it's just you have to live with it.
I know.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's something to adjust to, but yeah.
That's great. I don't think I'll be able to like live in a dorm or something like that, cause what I do, I think I'm even loud for my family, and it's like it's a big house that we live in, and they're like you loud, and it's like if I was in a dorm, they'd probably kick me out.
Oh no, me and my roommates are loud. We have gotten noise complaints.
I'm probably louder than you guys.
I don't know about that, but we get loud. Yeah. We haven't gotten written up though, but we have on our door.
Would you commute to school or live in dorms?
So
Would you commute like from your house to the school, or would you live in dorms in
I'll-
Tri-C and CSU?
I would just sleep at home and then go to the school. Like I wouldn't live in a dorm. I don't know. Some reason. I think my noise.
I mean, in the dorm, you don't really get that much privacy, but I don't know. If it's, you can kind of get privacy if, like, your roommate, if you guys have different type of schedules.
Yeah.
That's the second step. I think if I was in it, I feel like a dorm would be small for my stuff because I carry a lot of stuff with me. If I say like I was moving in, let's say I was like gonna live in a dorm for like a month, I probably have to carry my stuff with me, and that's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. My roommate, one of them came with, like, a whole bunch of stuff, mostly clothes.
Clothes,
But,
shoes.
yeah.
James did get his full-size refrigerator.
Really?
Oh, that's in there.
He's friends with one of my
He
friends.
told that story too, yes.
Yeah, because he had FaceTime. Yeah.
So when James was here, he was like, I bought a real refrigerator, like a house fridge. And I'm like, he's like, I bought it. And so when he came down, I'm like, did you get anything? He's like, oh yeah. So don't do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Stuff,
I
loud
know.
noises, like that's part of college.
There's, like, a lot of stuff that's, like, I don't know. We're not supposed to have an air fryer.
Air fryer.
So I might cut this. Well, actually, I don't even care what they. But we have an air fryer. We don't use it because when we tried using it, I don't know why there was no smoke coming out, but our alarm still went off. So I don't know if it was the steam and we just didn't see it because we always have our LED lights on. But that's. But yeah, we do have another fridge. Not supposed to have that in it, and we did get a citation for that. And we had to move it into our friend's room in their closet until the lady came back and did the check. So, yeah. And it leaked all over her closet, and it was such a mess. It was so bad.
Have you like decorated your dorm room, or
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we kind of tried doing like a earthy theme, but then we also all had different visions of earthy. So it's more just really comfortable now.
that's nice?
Our room is like the hangout spot, which is because like I hang out with my roommates literally all the time. Like that's my friend group, and then our other friends will just come in our room, and so we have pillows and stuff. It's nice.
Cool. So what are you like doing in most of your free times and stuff?
Watching Netflix probably.
What type of movies?
What am I watching right now? I watched Wednesday.
My brother just played that movie last night. I was like, I gotta go to sleep.
Really? That was pretty good. I like that. The Watcher. It's not really movies. It's mostly TV shows. Titans, which was the live action Teen Titans, but I don't really like
So
that.
describe the Wednesday, because I didn't even watch the full thing. I watched a little part of that thing. I was like,
It's
it kind of looks like Stranger Things.
no.
Okay, then I might need to watch it and just see it.
It's good. That's all I could. Regular show. I've been
Regular show.
watching that. I don't know why. I just put it on. Kind of rolled with it.
Okay, so you talked about like on your podcast, like bringing on some musicians. So speaking of that, like who would you, like what artists like would you like to bring on your podcast?
Well, right now, because we're first starting off, probably like local artists. So like people in Athens, and then my roommate, she lives in Cleveland, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to do it over the summer because we're gonna both be working, and then she lives like 40 minutes away from me, 30 minutes. But yeah, if you want to come on, you can too.
I might.
We'll definitely reach out,
Yeah.
but we gotta establish our stuff first, so it may take us a minute.
And if you want to like bring on some local artists, you can text me and I'll text like I can make some connections like with Refresh Collective.
Okay,
So yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. Speaking of that, who are like your favorite like top 5 favorite artists?
I don't
Like
really
musicians.
have.
Who do
I
you
would-
listen to?
I was about to say the person I listen to the most is Tyler the Creator,
Tyler the Creator.
which I am a diehard Tyler the Creator fan. I'm not like the Flower Boy and up. I'm like all his music, the old and the new. I like Solange. I'm trying to think who else. That's mostly it. I listen to a bunch of artists. I don't really have like a set few. I just listen to whatever comes up on Spotify.
I'll say my top. Oh, you guys want to go?
Oh no, you can say.
I'll say my top 5. Michael Jackson gotta be one of them.
Yeah.
And I kind of listen to a little Tupac, but not that much. And Lecrae, KB, and Caleb Gordon. It's like I know artists straight out of Orlando, Florida. So yeah.
I feel like mine is also pretty eclectic, like not a set person or group. I like more like indie pop, alternative.
I like the beats.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like Spotify has, I don't know if you've like updated Spotify, but you can create a bottle to open like next year, and I can't choose which like 3 songs I would put in there.
Oh, it's only 3?
I think so, yeah. With like little prompts.
I saw it come up on my Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm like all of you. I can't choose for anything. I'm more like genres.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I do the same. I have like, I mean, me being an artist, like I like all genres. So it's like, I was just speaking from like most American music that I like speaking of like music that is originated in America. So I'm not going out of country. It's a lot.
You
Okay,
guys-
so
oh.
what genre do you like since you like listen to a lot? Is that hip hop, R&B, pop, like
Pop, indie, alternative, rock, pop rock.
I would say if I were to like vote on that, I would say pop is the best. I don't know.
Pop is okay. Like sometimes when you listen to certain songs, it gets repetitive. But like if you choose a certain songs and it combines with something else, it like sounds really good.
Yeah.
I like any type of music except country.
Me too. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't like country. There's a few good country songs, like that one Florida Georgia Line song from when we were kids. I don't know if you guys remember that song. I think it was called Cruise or something like that.
It's more like nostalgic.
Yeah. Old Town Road. I don't
Old
know
Town
if that's
Road.
country or not, but that's,
I think that's hip hop and country.
Yeah.
Because of the heavy 808s they had in there.
yeah. And the song "Let It Be" by BB Rexa and I think Florida Georgia Line. Those are my 3 country songs that have an exception.
I love country music. Like I can listen to country because I love the romance songs. To me, they just sound really nice. But like I understand the hate for it. It is country music, but it's like once I started listening to it more, I actually began to like it a lot more than I did before. I was just like, I don't want to listen to it because I heard like a few bad songs. But then when I actually opened and like listened to some of the songs, they weren't that bad.
Yeah, I had a babysitter that listened to country, so we would listen to it every time I was in the car with her, and I was just like,
sometimes I feel like they're just sitting there. Like, that's, I feel like most of the time that's when I listen to country music. It's like when I'm sitting there, like, I ain't got nothing to be doing, but play some country music and stuff.
I like all genres, just I can't do country.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
country,
same.
there's just something about it I just can't do. Except those 3 songs.
Oh, when you speak about like, what you guys think of like? Because I think drill music is kind of like involving, like, kind of becoming something.
Yeah, I like drill music.
How about like Afro music?
What?
Afro, like Afro beats.
It's okay.
Too much about it. But
Okay, they just I think there's something that was like there's something that changed in Afro music, which is a new type of bass that is certain bass that are called like amapiano and stuff. If you guys never heard of them, if you listen to like Afro and then like you kind of hear them, kind of good, like especially for like parties and stuff.
have you guys listened, or do you guys know who Childish Gambino is? Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Have you seen his show Atlanta?
Not yet. I really want to.
It's really good. It's Afro surrealism, and he did pretty good with that show. Like the storylines and stuff like that. Like it's a set storyline, but then there's like different like side stuff.
Yeah.
But it's weird, and it always kind of connects with like mainstream culture. Like there was this one episode where I forgot one of the main characters, Paperboy. I think that's his name. He was a rapper. That's Childish Gambino's like cousin in the show. And I need another tissue. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Get it?
I should have. Keep working. Just keep on it. Oh, why did I blow my nose on camera? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
All right.
You want to keep it on the floor? We can like cut that part off.
That's true. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's
No,
okay.
it's alright. Don't feel bad.
But one of the episodes, it's called like, I don't know the name of it, like the actual name of the episode, but basically Paperboy like met this girl, and then they went to this club called the Cancel Club, and it was like other celebrities there, and it just talks about like cancel culture. I'm not giving it any justice in describing it. You have to watch it, but it's really good.
Yeah, I know it's really good. Completely like different direction from that, but he was on Community when he was, I think, before he started making music, and it's like sitcom-ish, and it's very surreal and weird, but it's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it though. Just you talking about Afro beats, it just made me think of that show because it's like Afro surrealism. That's what they say. So
Are there any other shows or movies you guys are watching?
I just got finished watching Alice in Borderland. I don't know if you watched it before. I watched both seasons. It's really good. If you don't know, it's just basically about this person gets. It's a Japanese show. It's basically about this main character who gets like sent into like a game world where it's like life or death, and if you don't win the game, you die.
Isn't that like that one Squid Game they had?
Yeah, it's similar but like different because like there's no like prize and you don't know if they're ever going to get out. And I just finished season 2 where like they supposedly got out, but like there could be like a trick thing, and it's like all around like game of cards, like face cards, aces, clubs, and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I know a lot of people who like that.
yeah, I've heard of it, but I never watched it. I wanted to. It's on my list.
And I'm currently watching the Arrow.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool that I'm watching it after like I was done watching DC Legends, because I think some characters from DC Legends are in the Arrow, like Sarah Lance, and well, we have Barry Allen from The Flash, and we got Superman. Who else? I don't know who else.
I think a lot more people from The Flash are in DC Legends than Arrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they got a whole team. I think they got a whole team at the end. So, I mean, actually, it's all of them, literally.
I mean, it's the same universe.
I haven't been watching many shows recently. I just finished the show Search Party. It's like a dark comedy, which I think is my favorite genre of, because I like comedy, but it's a lot of drama. I've been watching a lot of movies, I think. I can't name any, but I've been watching a lot of movies.
Have any of you guys watched Smile, like the horror movie that came out, I think, like the end of the year?
No, but I want to see it.
Well, you say it's a horrible movie?
It's a horror
And
movie.
it's named Smile?
It's
I don't
really
think I
good.
ever want to watch it.
It looks.
I mean,
did you
it's
see
horrible.
I saw it
and it's
twice.
named
It was really
Smile.
good.
It looks corny, but I've heard good things about it.
My friend said it was scary, but like the entire time I'm sitting there in the movie theater like laughing at like all like the jump scares or even like the general, and it's just funny. I liked it because like I laugh at horror, but like it was really good to me. You would like it. It's like the main character. It's kind of stupid at the end, the way it ends to me at least, but it's good.
Yeah, I like horror movies. More like psychological thrillers. I don't know. I thought it looked so corny, but I've heard so many good things about it.
Oh, I just yesterday watched Little Miss Sunshine, which doesn't really have like a plot. It's very more like coming of age, I think. But it was really sad, but it was really good.
Have you guys watched Wakanda Forever?
Not
Yes.
yet.
Not yet.
That was good.
I didn't like the ending though. I mean, not the ending because I think the ending where what's that kid's name? Prince what?
Oh, the little boy?
Yeah,
I thought that was cute.
I think he's gonna become like the next king.
Yeah.
2027. I think that's when they're releasing another.
Really?
It normally takes 4 years, so
Long time.
long time. But I did like the ending mainly because, well, in Black Panther 1, King T'Chaka, I mean, not something good, but like he killed what was his name?
Killmonger.
Yeah, he killed Killmonger, right? But that one it ended differently.
Shouldn't kill him. Yeah. Oh. Did you
Oh,
guys
sorry.
not- Sorry.
No, sorry.
Love to see it. Yeah, I didn't like that. I did think that was a little like, oh, you could have did it. But-
Yeah, she could have done it, but she didn't. So I don't know.
Have you guys seen Avatar?
No, I don't want to.
I don't. I didn't see never watched Avatar.
I actually never watched Avatar 2.
I have. I don't know.
What's so special about Avatar?
I think just like the production.
Like,
Yeah, it's really, really like the scenery. Like, even though it's fake,
Mm-hmm.
the scenery is really nice. They really like did what they had to do with like the production and everything. And then it's like, I feel like Avatar, like if you've seen it, has a deeper meaning to it. More like when it comes towards like colonization and like stealing people's land.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like, yeah,
Wait, is it you watched the whole movie, right?
yeah.
Is it true? The rapper Lil Moses in there. You know the rapper Lil Moses.
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, they're all like blue.
Like, I mean, he still have his haircut and stuff, so you can like.
I don't think he was in there. I don't know. Maybe I missed him. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know. They're all blue.
I saw a little picture, so I thought it was like a little clip taken from Avatar. He was just walking around like at the beach. He was in there.
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, they're all like cat people or something. I don't know.
So you guys read any books like?
Yeah, well, I like reading, but like, so I just got a book. I was at Barnes and Noble like the week before last. I forgot this book. I forget what it's called and who it's by, but it's basically about people who are like on this road trip, and then like in the middle of nowhere, they just like the camper just stops running, and like someone's after them or someone's lying or something. I haven't got that far into the book, but it's really good so far.
Yeah, I haven't read in a while, but I did used to read. Like, I mean, I still read by force because of school, but like for stuff that I want to read, not a while.
In Portland, there's a bookstore called Powell's, which is like, I think like the biggest bookstore or something. And I got 3 books. I don't normally read, but I want to like start reading, but I just can't like start the books yet.
I don't normally read too. I love like listening to audiobooks and stuff. So yeah, I'm doing a book like the Catcher or something by a guy named Holden. Yeah, just been listening to it like on SoundCloud.
I also read webtoon for. I just like some of the webtoons. Like I'm reading this new one called Lookism, and then I read Designated Bully. They're both really good to me. Like they're just interesting. Like one's about like how like they both tell something about the world. Like one's about how lookism is like it's like say how people are judged by their looks, even if like you say you're not, you like still do subconsciously in certain situations, and it's just about that. And I really like that premise and concept.
Yeah, I know since we're kind of like talking about anything, what do you guys like think about the church?
Church?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on like.
Yeah, it depends. Actually, it does.
I'm not religious at all, so
Yeah, me either.
Not religious.
I don't know. I have my opinions on things, but it just depends on like what type of church.
I mean, for me too, kind of like depends when I got in church. It was like it was like one of my African church, like literally one of my African church, like they were like so judging me and stuff. That's crazy. I was like, you can't have a long hair and stuff. What? Some stuff you just gotta like. Where did you get these? I was like, I feel like they were so judgmental. It's like people want you to be like how they are. Like it's like that's crazy. It's like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just study the Bible for myself and see what it says instead of what you're saying to me. Because it's like
yeah.
people have a lot of opinion. They're gonna try to push their opinion on you. It's like
Yeah, I like that approach better than like I feel like people use religion arbitrarily,
yeah,
like to whatever they want.
Weaponized.
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
But if you like read the Bible and
like,
then just
I'm gonna study
interpret,
for myself. Like forget about what you're saying for a second.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I went to a Baptist school 1st through 3rd grade and then Catholic 4th through 12th until I graduated. And like, I mean, they both like deal with Christianity and stuff like that, but
It's kind of like in a different. If you talk like Baptist
Yeah.
and Catholic, it's a whole like big difference right there.
yeah, there is a difference, but like it stems from Christianity, like is what I mean.
Mm.
Like they're both Christians, but I don't know. I just feel like a lot of it contradicts itself. Just from like learning about it all these years, like there's just some things where it's like, okay, you say this, and now you're saying another
I
thing.
feel like, I mean, in Africa, like originally in Africa, it's like there's a lot of Catholic churches, and that's where I'm from. My dad used to go to a Catholic church. My mom used to go to a Baptist church. So I was like, which one do I go to? Literally, I mean, it's like there's a whole difference there because you go to a Catholic church, they got about like 73 books. And then you go to like Baptist church, they got 66 books. So it's like, in a way, that's gonna be the same thing. I mean, it might have some same things in there, but like, it's not gonna be so same. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then that's when you like have to study, like go back to the original. So
Yeah, my mom's Baptist, and my dad's Catholic. I was mostly raised Baptist though, because I was baptized in the Baptist church. My parents got married in a Baptist church. But, yeah, like, just growing up, like, I don't know, my Baptist school that I went to was really conservative, and they were kind of racist. So I was the only black one in the class, and, you know, they just did a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
They said a lot of stuff. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe the school I went to, they were just a little different, because the stuff that I learned from my parents, or, like, just let's just say my mom, for example, like, is kind of different from, like, what I learned
Mhm.
there. Because, like, at the Baptist school that I went to in first grade, like, they were saying, like, oh, Catholic people are bad because they worship Mary or whatever. And I was like, I don't know, 8, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound really right. And the only reason why I'm pretty sure I felt that way, because I was a kid, like, I didn't know any better, was because my dad's side of the family, like, they're Catholic. So I'm like, how are you going to tell me my dad's a bad person just for believing in something different? And then that's kind of where my mom ended up pulling me out of that school because we're just a little crazy. But it's just like, I don't know. My mom, like, her side of the family, like, they don't think like that because nobody cared that my dad was Catholic when
Yeah.
they got married.
See,
So.
I was like in exactly the same situation. I was like, yeah, where do I stay?
Yeah.
Cause I'm like here is like here I go. Where do I go? Like where am I? So I was like, nah, for real. So let's say last year actually that's when I started like last year I was like nah, I'm gonna put in the study like I'm gonna start like studying for myself instead of like letting people tell me like oh it says this cause after all like say like don't judge a book. I see like don't judge a book by its cover something like that. I was like okay, you read it, but have I read it? So I was like, no. I'm just looking for myself since, like, someone telling me, like, the Catholic, they're telling me this and that, and the Baptist telling me this and that. So I was like, I'm just, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. A lot of the stuff, well, some of the stuff, I wouldn't say a lot, but, like, I do see, like, kind of similarities. I don't know. Like, they'll be like, oh, I don't know. They'll just be like, oh, like, gay is like a sin, stuff like that, and like God hates you and whatever. But I'm like, okay, but aren't you guys the same people that said that like God made you in His image and like He loves you no matter what, and like and that's kind of what made me like think like so, this isn't really it's contradicting like itself, like, and I don't know. I feel like people misinterpret the Bible. I haven't personally studied it, like really studied it from like what I had to in school, but like I've just heard some things outside of school, in school, and then like that's in the Bible where it's like it's kind of misinterpreted.
That's
a
the
lot.
thing. It's like you go. I mean, I'll say I can tell you something, and then someone else is gonna tell you something, and someone else is gonna tell you something, so you're like, okay, you know what? I'm done with this. Just gotta get in there myself. So, like, you're gonna hear a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's just a lot. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a lot for real.
yeah. But I'm not really religious. Like, I was only baptized, and then
I mean, okay. If we talk about that, would get too deep. And also, so the violence, which are like, how like should like, how do you guys think like we should? Well, for me, if I was speaking from hip hop side, but like I'm not speaking from the hip hop side, like the music side, but like how do you guys think like we can stop the violence and stuff?
like gun violence.
Yeah, gun violence.
Sorry, that light just turned off, and I was so confused.
It's on a timer.
Oh, so
The motion sensor, so if no one had walked in there, walk in there, it'll come back on.
Oh, okay.
That just threw me off. Gun violence, it's something that I'm not really. I know I probably should be like more, like have more knowledge on, but I don't really know a lot about guns. I don't really, use a gun. I'm not gonna go buy a gun. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna use a gun. But to stop gun violence, I feel like, well, one, I don't think we should totally get rid of guns. Like I used to think that we should, but then I started kind of like. I feel like the only reason why I thought that we should get rid of guns is because I was listening to what people online and stuff were saying too, like, oh, get rid of guns because of school shootings, which, yeah, that's like, school shootings, like, I get that. Like, that is really bad. And for anybody to go through that, that's traumatizing, like, I feel really bad for them. But I don't think we should get rid of guns completely because what about, well, I don't think we should get rid of all guns. The military, like, grade stuff, like, what is it, like an AK-47 or, like, those type of guns like that. Like, I don't really think you need a military grade gun in your house to protect yourself. I feel like a regular handgun that a police use would be fine. But I feel like people should be able to defend themselves if somebody were to break in, only because, like, I got a best friend, like, her mom's a single mom. She got 2 little girls and then an uncle who has a disability. Like, it's only really, like, her and her, mom in the house that are really, like, holding it down. And if somebody were to come in there, like, they need a way to defend themselves because they're women living in the house by themselves, basically.
Yeah.
And they're not going to, like, somebody try to come in and harm them, like, like, especially, like, a man, like, it's not really going to go well. Yeah. But I think there should be better background checks, like, way better background checks. I feel like if you have somebody in the house with, like, mental, like, health issues, not, like, anxiety or, like, stuff like that, but I mean, like, the type that'll, like, go out and, like a heart, like, somebody that wants to cause harm. If you have somebody, like, in the house like that, I don't want to say, like, mental health issues because that can really generalize, like, a lot of stuff. But if they're showing, like, signs of, like, aggression and wanting to go out and kill people, and then, like, I don't
Yeah, what you like basically talking about, it's like protecting yourself. So, yeah.
And I don't think the question is like self-defense people. It's just people who just want to cause violence, like in the bad, mostly in people who have malintention, not like they're defending themselves or anything.
Yeah. Well, if they have, like, bad intentions, I just feel like in general we should just, like, get better background checks no matter what, because
it's like that was a side of, like, mental health that we was going to talk about. It's like, I could have a gun and then someone is going to bother, like, let's say you were driving with it and then let's say you were driving with it and then, like, you was in the store and then, like, someone really treated you bad. Some people, like, I'm better, like, controlling their anger, so they would just get out the car with their gun and then they're going to shoot the person. So
yeah,
I don't think in that case you should. I mean, maybe you should have it, but, like, not go out with it. Maybe, like, keep it in your house.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. If I had a gun, I'm not about to go around and, like, I don't know. Guns scare me personally. I can't have a gun in my hand. Like, I would probably start to shake, but I don't know. That's like another thing my mom tells me too. Like, don't be having road rage and yell at people because somebody might come out the car and shoot you. Like, I don't even be yelling at them. But she does have a point. Like, people are crazy.
Now, speaking from the music side, I think most of the time we'll be promoting it by, like, listening to, like, artists that, like, talking about, this and that. I know most artists are talking about their life, and some others are really straight up not talking about, like, their lifestyle, their life, and they talking basically about nothing. I mean, talking about something because they're promoting, like, gun violence and stuff. It's like, and we, like, the listeners, when we listen to them, we're paying them to, like, because as a musician, I get paid off, like, if people are listening to my music. So if you're listening to that music and they're talking about this, you're paying them to, like, say what they're saying basically. So I'm not technically saying, like, cut them off, but I think, I don't know, maybe give them, like, feedback, like, hey, this is not cool. So
yeah. I do feel like some music, like, especially with, like, rap, at least.
Rap. Mostly rap.
Yeah, that they do promote, like, gun violence, I guess.
A lot.
Yeah. But I feel like it's, like, gang violence, too. It's, like, I don't know. I don't want to say romanticized, but, like, it's, like...
Like, desensitized.
Yeah. But, I don't know. They, like, because there's so many people talking about it, I feel like it, like, makes... I don't know. I really wouldn't want to say it makes people want to go out and, like, be a part of, like, a gang or whatever. Because, sometimes I might listen to King Von. I don't want to go join a gang. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it in a way that...
I mean, I feel like we have like the same mindset on that because I feel like most kids they don't have that mindset. It's like, oh, they listen to the song like, oh, he did this, so it's okay. Let me do it too. Like,
Yeah.
But like for me, like coming in here, like that's just music. You listen to it like, okay, that's just entertainment.
Yeah, I could really only like. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I can only speak for myself in this situation, like talking about that. But like, I don't know. I know it's different for other kids because like they might have different like backgrounds and stuff like where they grew up, and that's probably is like the norm for them or not. Yeah. So I don't know how to explain it in like a way that makes sense.
It really like makes sense when
Do
you
you
say like,
understand what I'm trying to say?
yeah, when you say
Okay.
like the background of like where they're from and stuff, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like I don't. For me, like I'm not. Like I'm listening. Okay, for example, King Von. Like I'm not gonna go out and join a gang because I know, like that's
I think
But
it's
I
up
feel
to
like
the listeners to like set those, understand that it's music.
yeah, because I mean he's talking about like, I'm not a huge listener of King Von, but I know a few of his songs. But like, he could be talking about like his life growing up before like fame and stuff like that.
That's what I said. Like most rappers, they just talking about their life, and some others are not talking about their life, especially with the drill music involving like most of it, half of it is violence. Like
Yeah,
like,
but yeah,
it's life.
I guess.
You guys can wrap whenever you're done. What do you think?
Hey guys, it's Having Ticker, and we're done.
We can just, should I wrap it
Why
up
don't
or?
you just do a regular, just a general, like, thanks for listening to this episode. Something general that we can always just stick at the end of these episodes. Because I think we got like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening and see you next week.